All right. Good morning, people. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Got people tuning in from Hong Kong, UK, from work in Canada. Good man. Brizzy, nice. India, amazing man. Brisbane again, awesome. Ghana, amazing. Massachusetts, I can't even say that properly. North Carolina, amazing. That's awesome. People tuning in from all over the world. Good morning, boss. Good morning, man. Sunshine Coast. There he is. Good man. Nigeria, nice. Yeah, everyone tuning in from everywhere. Good to jump on, back with everyone. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. Good morning from Tokyo, nice. India, LA, very nice. We're worldwide today. We've got UK, Australia, we've got America, India, Ghana, absolutely everywhere. Incredible. That's awesome. Did fantastic yesterday. Thank you, man. On the Top Step TV, it was awesome jumping on with the guys again. Christchurch, New Zealand, nice. New Zealand, nice. Every continent, I know, look at that, amazing. Alright.
Supposed to be the ones who are helping people. You break rules, ignore protocol, that is who.
Good morning, Zoom guys, good morning. North Shore, New Zealand, nice. Terrain, New Zealand, nice. Afghanistan, look at that, people everywhere. What's going on, Zoom guys? Welcome back. Good morning, everyone. Decent dip down here on Goldie for the day. 30 ticks you're in Asia. Very nice, man. It's good, man. It's good. It's good. Shout out to all the Kiwi. I know, look at them. All you guys tuning in. That's crazy. That's amazing. What time is it there? 6, coming up to 6:45. Hey Chris, what's going on, man? Alright guys, let me just grab a drink. I'll be 2 seconds. I need some water. Missed the Top Step segment. You gotta watch it back. Go watch it back. Leave a little comment on Top Step channel. It was awesome to jump on with them. Yeah, it looks like you're having a push down, but to be honest, I look at it. It doesn't look great. Down, up, down, up, down, up, sideways, down. No, we didn't. I didn't get a trade live. We weren't able to trade gold on the house account, unfortunately. They only had Nasdaq, so I got forced into trading a Nasdaq trade. Went to the dark side. Traded. They took a Nasdaq buy. I got forced into taking a Nasdaq trade. I'm like, guys, I ain't trade the 5 minute on gold. Not today. Today you're trading Nasdaq on the 1 minute. Nah, I didn't take anything personally, but it was awesome to jump on. She had a lot of value on it, that's for sure. A lot of people were surprised about, the way that we use our buy and sell orders. So it was stop orders. I mean, so it was good to jump on and talk about that, which I think is probably a very different way of trading to most people. Yeah, there you go. Nice. I trade NQ on the 1 minute, gold on the 5. Nice. Yeah, see, gold on the 5 minute. On the 1 minute, to me, it's just messy. Whereas you look at NQ on the 1 minute, you're like, oh yeah, it actually can sometimes move very well. So I think it's always good just to understand the characteristics of each pairs. But I mean, Nasdaq did have a nice move yesterday. What I did speak about was the fact that you had a very nice liquidity grab to these lows. I always do that. You had a very nice liquidity grab to these lows, and saying to pull back into these areas before seeing this push higher. Didn't really push high, just kind of broke back into it and kind of went sideways. But one thing I did mention on the Top Step TV is, when I was breaking down Nasdaq, showing how important it is to also correlate it towards the S&P. Because if you're looking at these lows to be grabbed on Nasdaq, but you don't realize they may have already been grabbed on S&P. Oh, look at that. Yes, they have. Cool. Well, then that's enough for Nasdaq to have that push. So hopefully just that alone was eye-opening enough for people. Something I just spotted over time of trading the both. If you're waiting for that double bottom to get grabbed on Nasdaq and you don't buy because it didn't get grabbed, and you don't realize that it got grabbed on the S&P, well, you'll miss that lovely buy opportunity. Congrats on getting there, well done. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it, man. Been a long time coming, man. Been a long time coming. Hopefully, get to jump on more with the guys, because it was awesome to jump on. Idea of stop orders was eye-opening for me. Yeah, that's good to hear, man. Good to hear. Eliminates losses, absolutely. Eliminates a lot of predicting in the markets. We'll break down gold in a second, guys. Just making sure everyone's giving everyone some time. You guys on YouTube, drop a little like to the stream. We'll see if we get some trades this morning. See if we get some trades. Copper having a nice push up already. Copper chart, just use the copper futures chart. HG. Have a nice push up here. I'd say it's a nice push, but we're having a push up here.
Recording in progress.
Let me just change this. I hate this copyright-free music. I hate it. There we go. Let me just make sure it's make sure the volume's all good. Where are we? Channel.
Recording in progress.
All right, there we go. Cool. Hey man, what's up? What's going on, man? Morning, team. Good morning, man. I almost just spilled my coffee again. We're not doing that this morning. We are not doing that. Let's just put that to the side. It doesn't need to be right in front of me, does it? Good morning, everyone. Well, let's we're also waiting for everyone to join in. We'll have a quick look at copper for the day. Let's do some top down on copper. The daily flip bullish yesterday. Yes, it did. Daily closed. Remember, guys, we do have NFP tomorrow. Let's just have a quick look, see what we do have today. Today we got unemployment claims, 1:30 London time, 3 p.m. London time. We got ISM services PMI, and obviously tomorrow we have NFP. So no trading tomorrow for me personally, not on NFP. It doesn't make too much sense. Sometimes even Thursdays can be a bit funny, maybe in the New York session, but London's still usually pretty good. So we should still see some opportunities today. Now let's have a look. Let's have a look at this weekly so far on copper. Obviously, you know, we had this very initial early spike on in the week to come up and liquidate these highs and pretty much tap into that monthly level of 4.8 and had that very nice sell-off. But we do have to remember we are still overall bullish, and this isn't enough to all of a sudden just start jumping in shorts. If anything, you'll probably create a range around these areas, because that, you know, from what I've seen, most of the time copper does kind of create these big ranges. Like you have a big push down, you create a big range, and then you continue. You have a big push up, you create a very big range, and then you push down. And these ranges, you know, the daily can be bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish. So when you're in these ranges, it's kind of different to gold in that sense. Like this could still come back down today. But as it stands right now, daily yesterday did close bullish, but you're closing bullish right at that very nice level of resistance. So have a look at the 4 hour here on copper. It's kind of tough yesterday. You know, you did have this, like these really nice grab lows, close bullish, grab the highs, close bearish, grab the lows, then close bullish, and then that continuation back higher. So as it stands right now on copper, as long as we hold above here, it would make sense to continue pushing up. Some of you guys don't have copper. If you're trading on a CFD broker, you might not have it. Obviously, you can trade copper on TopStep X, or on most futures platforms. I can trade copper on my personal Ninja as well. But anytime I do trade copper, I trade it on TopStep. But yeah, you can see it's 4 hour, about to close in 7 minutes. Different 4 hour close to gold. I have to remember that. You're currently closing, grabbing the lows, holding this support. So could you see copper start to have a pullback up into this resistance as long as you respect that low? I think so. Especially if you get this hourly fake out back above this level. Next hourly to give that bottom wick, re-break of the highs. And we could actually see some nice buys on copper. If we do re-break back below this level, great. We could see it for a decent pullback back down into these areas. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. As it stands right now, as long as we trade back above here, to buy copper on a bottom wick into the London session, yeah, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. So we'll see that copper close in 6 minutes as well. Look at that 30. Came down, held the support. Big push, big push. There wasn't any real reason to try and buy this one exactly. But if this 30-minute does close, great, then we'll buy the next one. This is our confirmation candle. The next candle will be our entry candle. So some pretty nice push there. Show me how to measure takes on trading view. Yep. Let me go here. We'll do it on this one. So if you just use, I mean, you can just press shift on your keyboard, and you can just draw it, or you can do it on the ruler side, ruler on the side. Let's say if we were to measure this move up here on gold, I look at this number here. This is 96 ticks. 96. It's 964. Just move the decimal place across one. This is 96 ticks. 96 ticks. One contract gold, $960. Ticks pips. Tomato, tomato. Same thing. 96 ticks, 96 pips. Morning all. Good morning, man. Hello, Aaron. Hope all's well. I'm good, thank you, man. I'm good. Hope you're doing well. As well. Well, as well. What time is it? Coming up to 7 a.m. Let's we got everyone in on Zoom pretty much, not in the waiting room, I don't think. Let me see. Yeah, awesome. Cool. Alright. Let's do it, let's do it. Let's have a look at Goldie for the day. Let me show my right screen. Yeah, awesome. Alright, let's have a look at gold here. Had a pretty volatile day yesterday on gold, actually. We had some big moves. You know, these were the London liquidity levels that we spoke about yesterday for gold to come up and tap into these areas. I personally didn't get it. I couldn't really get it. It just didn't really make much sense to me. You know, by the time we closed above this resistance, well, we'd already come up and grabbed liquidity level number 1, and he did end up coming back down and then pushed back higher. So liquidity levels got hit perfectly. You know, sometimes you can call a nice move, but catching the entry, sometimes a different story. So really nice push up yesterday. Unfortunately, I didn't catch it. I know some of you guys on Zoom did, which was awesome. Well done. And then we kind of spoke about on Top Step TV about this sort of, here's your left shoulder. That was a terrible drawing. Here's your left shoulder. Here's your head to come down for that right shoulder. You didn't come down as low as that, but you did form some support here. Here, you kind of broke below it, held it as resistance, and then broke back above. So buys from there, from around 6:45, I believe that's coming into that power hour that everyone talks about. There were some really nice buying opportunities. And then in Asia today, you kind of came up, grabbed the highs here very early on in the session. I don't know if anyone caught that, but you did have a nice push down there. And then you kind of pretty much chopped a lot, pushed down, pushed back up, chopped a lot. So not a whole heap of opportunities in Asia. The only trade, again, it's easy to say in hindsight, but the only trade I do like here in Asia is this grab of these highs here, closing back below this support, and a little drive down there. Now, the nice thing about this in Asia is we have also now left a perfect double top. We are leaving a lot of liquidity levels to the high pre-NFP, which is usually a good sign that as long as we respect these levels and we leave these, you could see NFP have a very decent drive up on gold, back up into 26.75 on this currency chart. So could actually be some overall pretty nice opportunities. Could be some could be some pretty nice opportunities on NFP tomorrow. I personally won't be trading it, but just as an overall outlook. Now the daily here on gold, you did get back above this level. You know, you kind of broke below this support. You broke aggressively back above, and you're trying to hold it. So you're coming back into that daily support, where if you can find some support down here, it's a nice level to still look for some longs. I personally don't like the idea of selling against a daily bullish engulfing and a previous daily holding a massive level with a lot of upside levels. You know, could you look for intraday scalps to the downside? Yeah, maybe. We probably could if we get a reason to do so. But as an overall outlook, I like this on gold to retrace. You know, I think if we're going to see a move back down into the 2600s, you're very likely going to come up and grab some daily highs before doing that. And that's maybe what NFP could do. NFP tomorrow could pull gold back up into these highs before then you see a decent correction. But for today, we have to understand we're coming into some very, very nice daily support levels with some very, very nice liquidity levels above. Even this 4 hour again, we're coming right into that major 4 hour support, rejecting, re-grabbing the lows. If this 4 hour can flip bullish, buying gold, you know, If you wanted a swing trade, buy stop on that. Up into there, you're talking around 85 ticks. 85 ticks. So we have to understand that we are coming into a very, very strong level. A very strong level. Previous hourly has just grabbed highs and closed bearish though. So if we would want longs, would we want to be buying against that? Not yet. Not yet. I think if we're going to be buying anything, copper would make the most sense so far. But we're going to get this closed in 20 seconds. Let's just let's see how it closes. Let's see how it closes. What's this? Does your strategy work on every pair? Yeah, it does. It does. The principles are the same for everything. Same for if you were trading, you know, Nasdaq. The foundations are the same, but in terms of like the characteristics, there'll be little things that will be different. Same as copper. You know, copper follows our plan very well, but it does also move in its own unique ways sometimes as well. But it still does follow, yeah, the overall liquidity grabs and breakouts. If copper can pull back, maybe we can see if we can get that buy on copper. That would be nice. Fall in love with copper. It's honestly, it's been presenting a lot cleaner opportunities recently. Hourly just closed bearish there on gold. Could you look for shorts to re-grab the lows? Not really. Kind of grabbing the 15 lows, finding some resistance, finding some support. There was a big push down there. What was that? 6 a.m. long time came up, grabbed the highs. 6.15. Pretty nice sell off. How much was that? 20. That's all right. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, falling in love with copper. I know. Yeah, it's just been given a little bit of cleaner opportunities recently, I think. I mean, gold still had some nice moves. But gold leading up to this NFP can get aggressively choppy, whereas copper, yeah, it's had some nicer liquidity levels to trade into. But that's the outlook for today on gold. Gold, we're at that major daily support where we could see the buyers step in soon. And same as copper, really. Copper's broken to the upside. We just need a bottom wick on copper, and then we see if we get that push. Would be a realistic time frame to become a proper trader. Scratch? You mean if you mean from scratch, like starting from absolutely zero, 2 to 3 years, at least. 2 to 3 years. I mean, 2 to 3 years. That's how long it took me. But, and I'm not saying that I'm the best trader in the world, because I'm absolutely not. But if I had someone to tune into live every day on YouTube, I think I would be a lot further ahead than what I was. And if I resonated with a strategy much quicker, I'd be a lot further ahead than what I was. The reason it took me so long and I lost money for so long is just because I just went round and round in circles for so long. Strategy hopping, jumping from different mentors, indicators. If you were to stick with one strategy and tune into these live streams every day, would it take you 2 to 3 years? I doubt it. I would be very surprised as to why it would. Even if you wanted to take the trades we do on stream, even if you were, you'd make great money. But even if you didn't, you wanted to become self-sufficient, because that's what it's all about. Yeah, you could do it. I think you could do it quicker than that. Is copper going to be one of them ones where it just rips without the bottom wick? Maybe, but I don't like them ones. But yeah, for me, it took at least 2 to 3 years. Gotta get off that thing, yeah. It's easy to do, man, but also, like, you know, in the beginning, it is also good to try different stuff. Like something that might work for me might not work for someone else. Something that works for someone else might not work for me. And that's what makes trading so great. Is we could see the same things, we could see the same direction on gold, and maybe just see it in different ways. And it's not to say someone's right and someone's wrong, and my strategy is better than yours. It's also just finding what works for you. Like, what's your personality? Do you like to day trade? Do you like to swing trade? Do you like to scalp the 1 minute? Like, you got to find out what you like. Sometimes that just comes from trial and error as well. But I think I like the money. Yeah, me too. I like the money as well. The biggest thing is just over time getting numb to losses. Getting numb to just losing and losing and losing. You know, like when I first started trading, if I even lost if I lost £50, I'd be absolutely devastated. And then over time, so that 50 becomes 100, then 100 becomes 200, then 200 becomes 400, and so on. And eventually, you just get. It's quite a nice little double bottom there, actually. Could we short this 5 flip into some lows? Maybe I don't. I'm not gonna get this up in time. I'm just looking. Could we short that into the lows? I don't even have my. I'm not in this yet, guys. I'll tell you when I do. I'm just having a look here. It should probably help if I actually logged into my top step here. Top step, ninja. Should probably do that before we jump on, shouldn't we? See, it could be a nice scalp into them lows. Let me see. Am I going to get some time? 5 minutes still kind of bullish here on the futures. Where are we? What happened to my cursor here? Let's see. I'm not in this yet, guys. I'll tell you if I do. But 5 minute on this futures still still hovering. Copper's pushing up, no bottom wick on that 30, which is kind of what I imagined. That's what copper can do. It's the only thing I don't like about copper is the fact that you can rip with no top and bottom wicks. Actually, guys, I'm gonna. Oh no! I was about to take a half risk sell, but it's starting to dip down. I'm not in this yet. I was about to just execute it, then it started pushing as I was saying it. It was right at the body on the futures. You can manage risk pretty well. I'm not in this because I couldn't get in. No scalping for me, could get in the way of. Yeah, that's good, Bradley. That's good, man. That's good. It's funny. I started scalping and then I went down to. Then I went to swing trading and I did full circle. The reason this is nice is because there's a nice liquidity level down there. We just already have had a decent push. And it's pretty easy to manage risk here as well. The only thing is, you have to manage your risk as soon as you get into these lows, which is only about 10 ticks. But you're trying to see if you can break it and actually dip a little bit lower. But you are also grabbing previous hourly lows. So maybe we'll see how this I'm not in this here, guys, but if we see this 5 minute close, it doesn't rip the lows, top wick, then maybe I'll see if I can give it another shot. This is gold, man. We're looking at gold here. Nah, I never learned this strategy from Mentor. I wish I did. I'd be much further ahead. I learned this from just over time, taking little bits from different people. But no one taught me liquidity grabs on gold. I wish they did. No one taught me our entry rules now. No, I made that all myself. See, this is good. This is good. If we can see how this closes, re-break these lows, we can have them sell. So we're kind of lucky we didn't get into there. Would have been valid to go short there, but I'm also kind of glad we didn't. What's that? copper having a real nice push there. Again, like I say, that's copper though. It can just push with no bottom wicks on the 30s, which is a kind of a little bit tricky because I don't really know how you approach that just yet. I need to get to grips with it a little bit more. How long got? 40 seconds. 40 seconds, there's 5 minutes going to close here on gold. How's that 15 looking? 15. Yeah, right at that support. That's the only thing. But if that 15 was to close bearish, it would have formed a really nice evening star. You kind of rejected, grabbed the highs, held the resistance. If you could break that, it would have looked like a really nice evening star, but it doesn't look like we're going to. I've lost my cursor on Ninja. Where's my crosshair? There we go. So people who excludes Aaron. That's an instant 10-second ban, I think. Five-minute close back bullish there on gold. That's where I load 26.51. I mean, if you do re-break back below here, we could see it. Given that I've just realized we're at that such a strong 15 level, I'm like, is it worth trying to squeeze out 10, 12 ticks? And if this does push up more, then you can put in the sell stop there. If it doesn't re-break that low and it just pushes up, well, that's fine, just cancel it. I'll tell you guys when I go in. I'm not in anything here yet. I do my country in. I'm doing good, thank you, man. I'm in Barcelona at the minute, man. I'm in Barcelona. Been in Barcelona for about 2 weeks. You in Barcelona as well? Ah, yeah, I fucking bet it was. You're trying to sabotage the streams. Oh no, it just moves. Strong sets of regular quittos. Yeah. I honestly sometimes see that on gold. Sometimes I'm like, you grab the lows, like say if you grab the highs and just close at your level, just take it straight away. As long as you got a valid stop, yeah, they do work out. I think there was one, maybe there was one yesterday I saw on gold. It's like if you just wait for it to grab the lows, and as soon as it just closed, you just took it. Yeah, it would have played out very well. It's interesting to see the same on AJ, man. I've been seeing the same recently. Goldie coming back up here. We're kind of safe not to get in them shorts. Look at that 30. Remember the hourly's also grabbing previous hourly lows. So we'll worry about this level after. If the hourly gets back above, remember 4 hourly could still flip bullish. We're still at that big level. My overall bias is obviously long today, like we know, but I just try to see if we get that little scalp into that little double bottom. But it looks like you kind of just grab these hourly lows. If you do start to break back to the upside, that's fine. I'll flip the bias back to the original longs and see if we get the buys. Because you just come down, you just ripped all the lows, holding major support. If this breaks out, cool, you can have some longs. Take the sells once it's looking bearish. If the sells don't work, who cares? Cut your loss, flip the bias, go long if it gives an opportunity. So if this grabs the lows and now closes back above, ignore your sell bias, react to that. Like I say, you want to be as reactive as possible. It's okay to think that we might go down, but don't get glued to that. If we now all of a sudden start grabbing lows and breaking back above, be open to upside. Do we have a trend line coming down here as well? I assume somewhere. We've got a nice trend line coming down. Anyone who's shorting this trend line, stops are going to be above, so we could see price squeeze that. Can you mentor me personally? We do. I do one-to-ones in the community. The hour-long one-to-one calls. That's what you mean, man. Let's see. CS15 is going to close on gold. Isn't there a lot of traffic on this move? Next level, quite choppy. Yeah, all I was honestly, all it would have been is just a little scalp into these lows. That would have been it. Just a little scalp into some lows. As soon as we hit them lows, I would be managing because we could grab these lows and start pushing. But now that we're at this big level, yeah, our overall bias is still long. Look at all of these highs. Was this Asia? Look at all of these highs. Look at that. That's huge. Asia never really grabbed any highs and just kept dipping. So other than that move down in Asia, after that, I don't think there was any opportunities in Asia today, personally. Gonna see more skateboarding vlogs? Yeah, I can do some more, man. I can do some more as soon as I get back to Australia for sure. Applicable, yeah, 4 hour daily. Yeah, you can trade any time frame, man. I used to trade the 4 hour and daily on gold. 4 hourly on gold moves very nice. If you're swing trading gold right now, you're loading up longs off this inverse head and shoulders to get these big buys. 15 has closed bullish after grabbing the lows. So if we can see this 15 bottom wick, we could look for some longs here to at least come up and grab these highs. Bottom wick though, I need to see a bottom wick. Surprised you do one-to-ones. Must be at least $500. Yeah, they're a bit too cheap to be honest. I don't know how long I'll do them for, but I enjoy doing them. They're only about $150 Australian or less for an hour-long call. But I enjoy doing them more than anything. But will it be something I'll be able to do forever? Probably not. Can I have a gold breakdown? Nah, you snooze, you lose. Snooze, you lose, man. We're already done for the day. We've already taken these gold buys from down here. I'm joking. No, I honestly just wanted to see. I just wanted to see a bit of a bottom wick on this 15 to see if we get these longs, which I do still think you'll get, because you know you're still coming right into a very strong level as well. So you're kind of going to play within this big area, range to range, which isn't a bad range. I don't think you can probably still trade this range. It's 22 range, not bad. Yes, absolutely, Brad. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. But I want to try scalping. Don't have any strategy. Well, for me, my plan didn't really change. Well, the same principles I used here on the 5 minute, I could use on the daily. Yeah, less stress, definitely less stress. Well, less, yeah, yes and no. I like less stress to entering a trade. The only thing I would find stressful with swing trading is that you could be up a couple of hundred pips and it could still come back down to hit your stop loss. Like it sounds all well and good entering a position, just letting it run for a couple of days, but it's sometimes not that easy. But less stress in terms of actually executing the trade, definitely. Because you're not trying to get such a pinpoint entry, you know, you could just be buying from anywhere around here if you're getting these big swings on gold, if you're trying to get up into there. But yeah, 100%. I understand what you mean, man, yeah. That's the only thing that would annoy me with swing trading is, you know, like if you're, like I say, if you're swing trading this on gold right now, so you're buying here, you know, you got your stop loss down here, you're looking for this big play up. It's like, well, you could easily come all the way up into these levels, pull all the way back before then going up. It's kind of stressful seeing your position, you know, being up, in this situation not much, but being up, you know, like 100 plus ticks and then it coming back down to maybe only being up 10 to then hoping that it kind of continues to push into like 150, 200. But the way that I would deal with that is taking hedges on the way down as well. But that's a whole different topic. Yeah, to a Thursday you're up, and Fridays fucks it all. No bottleneck on this 15. DXY changes, trend from bullish. Decrease in gold. I don't really look at DXY to be honest, but for me, if I was looking for a reversal on gold, it wouldn't be until above here and above here. It's very unlikely you'd see gold have a big dip down without grabbing any of these highs. As an overall outlook anyway. Could get little intraday pullbacks, but overall, yeah. Decaf coffee. Why on Top Step TV just because you're an affiliate partner or a member of Top Step? What do you mean a member of Top Step? As in, do I work at Top Step? Yeah, I secretly paid Top Step saying, hey guys, I'd really appreciate a shout out. Please, can I come on? Now Top Step just invited me on. Trade on Top Step. I am a Top Step partner. I appreciate everything Top Step does. They want to see some of that gold wizardry. They just invited us on, and they like it. It's not the first time I've been on. I've been on twice now, and yeah, they're always interested to hear more about gold. This thing, most people on futures just trade NQ. So having someone to come on and talk about something completely different, and talk about the fact that you don't have to just trade the New York session, because not everyone, especially everyone who's based in New York, you can't just trade New York. So it's good just to come on and talk more about the fact that you guys can trade futures. You can trade gold futures in the Asian, London, or New York session. Copper's going good, man. Copper's going good. I haven't had a trade today. I did want these buys here. Once this hourly faked out of this big level, but you kind of opened and just pushed up, which you can do on the hourly sometimes, but I think more than not, the hourly does actually usually give bottom wicks. So to buy off a no bottom wick on the hourly, I don't really like to do that. But if this hourly had given a bottom wick, kind of same as gold, it would have been nice. There is still opportunity here though. This could easily still pull back, create that bottom wick, and then we could see the longs. But yeah, copper's been nice, man. I think yesterday was probably the nicest. I think we were a little bit too... Where were we yesterday? Here. These were the buys we spoke about yesterday. Like this. I was a little bit too conservative on this bottom wick, I think. As soon as this grabbed the lows and held, again, I'm still trying to learn copper, but I think that should be enough that you just take it, because sometimes it can just push with no bottom wick. So we probably somewhat missed an really nice opportunity yesterday. But so far today, nothing. But that's an opportunity on what do we have? We had a trade on Tuesday. We had the gold copper sells on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Yeah, copper sells on Tuesday. Almost had them buys yesterday. So we'll see what happens today. We'll see what happens today on copper. See if it gives us anything good. My voice is too low? Really? I can change it if it is. Is it too low for everyone else? I can try and turn it up. Put me on a live account. No, not yet, man. Not yet. I try and find balance between trading personal and trading on Top Step. I love using the Top Step account for when we're on stream. That's when I usually always use it. I just passed another 100k yesterday, which I posted on my story last night. And to be honest, what I have debated doing is setting up something like Rhythmic so you can copy funded and personal. That's kind of what I probably should do, but the platform just seems like super hard to get going. Look at gold. Gold's absolutely ripping. No bottom wick on this 15. Kind of annoying. But if this does break out, great. We still got buys into here. But with no bottom wick on this 15, I can't buy it. But if this 30 grabs the lows and even breaks back above here, great. From here to here, we still have 27. Actually, there'll be more than that. We still have 27ish. There and there. Yeah, Rhythmic looks really good once you got it set up. It's like you almost need like a whole programmer to set it up. Yeah. 100k funded, yeah. Yeah, I posted on my Instagram story yesterday. I start trading copper because of me. Nice. Good man. Let me know how you find it, man. Let me know how you find it. It moves well. Very similar principles to gold, which is nice, and it moves well in our sessions as well, which is nice. Look at this copper gold is absolutely ripping here. No bottom look on that 15 is a real shame. Yeah, there is a bottom wick on the 30, which is good. So if that 30 does break out, fantastic. Yeah, Goldie's been very crazy today. There's so much nice upside liquidity though. That's why I do want to give these buys a shot. I'm not taking it here, guys. I'm gonna wait for that 30 close now. It's 5 minutes away. May as well just wait for it. Oh, it's actually a pretty nice level though, to be honest. We'll hold the stops, but if you took buys here, stops are 14. Actually, not that much of a range, is it? I thought it'd be way bigger than that. It's a very big move to only see 25 ticks. I'm not in this, guys. I'm just having a look. I'm gonna wait for that 30 close. You could even take the retest entry, or you could even have a buy stop on the break of the high now. If the 5 flips bullish, you should be good for a drive up. But to be honest, even if this 5 does drive up, that 30 does break out of the level, well, the next 30 is not just going to open and push. Hopefully, the next 30 is still going to come down, give you that bottom wick and then push. So rather than getting into a trade now and then trying to survive that 30 bottom wick, we'll wait for it to be created and then buy out of that. Trade on 100, 1 to 2, man. That's why I posted on my story, just 1 to 2. 1 to 2. You can trade more, but it's also good so you don't actually need to. Yeah, spreads on copper will be pretty big, yeah. I think they'll be big. I don't think there'll be a lot of liquidity in it. Yeah, a lot more scalping opportunities in copper. Yeah, there has been recently, definitely, man. I agree with that. I agree with that. And these copper moves are big as well. Yeah, big. Yeah, they're big. Let's move up here on copper. That's 55 ticks. That's a very big move. That's a very, very big move. What's mine? Well, the only time I have traded copper has been on Top Step, and it's been 1 max. Right now, see, I don't even know what this means. It says 6,600 on Blueberry, but it's obviously not that. So maybe it means 6. Rhythmic is another futures platform, man. Rhythmic is where you can trade different accounts from different platforms. Like you could trade different funded accounts, you could trade funded and personal, which is what I want to do because that's what I struggle with the most. My main focus is obviously personal, but I do still love to trade in the Top Step. That's why it was good to get that other account done. So I mainly use Top Step trade with you guys on stream, and then I try and get the personal. I try and get both. I try and quickly get in the Top Step and then quickly get in the personal as well. You can't hear me? Volume all the way up? Really? Okay. I'll try and turn it up, you man. Was it when I was on this one? Is that better? Is that better? Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, man. Good morning. 30 close on gold in 1 minute. Even if we don't break this level, this is still a good enough close that we can look for longs into this next 30 on a bottom wick. Loud and clear. Cool, cool, cool. So if you had the buy stop on the flip of this 5, you can literally just cancel the buy stop because it's not flipping. Just cancel the order, no trade, no loss. I'm so loud. Am I too loud now? Yeah, you guys are just coming here to take the piss, I think. No sound. You ain't getting me there. You ain't getting me there. Nice try though. Nice try. I can't read the chat. I know the chat's not working. I can't read YouTube chat today. Sorry. YouTube chat's not working. Please don't spill any coffee on stream. I almost already did, man. I put it to the side. I put it to the side away. But good morning to you too, man. Bad to close back into the range here. Oh, look at this. This is why it's always good to wait for these 30 closes. Could we get a top wick and sell this? Not really. See, it's such a tough area. It's why you gotta wait for these closes on gold. Nah, chat's not working today. I can't see the chat today. Chat's broken. So you just closed back into this range with a pretty aggressive push down. Very aggressive. Is that a fake out of this level to take it back to the downside? Maybe, but there's also no top wick on this current 30. So I'm going to look for longs here in a second. If we grab these lows and don't create a top wick, I'm going to look for longs in a second. And probably risk off like down here. I'll probably mark execute. Squeeze down a little bit more though. Come down into here and I'll mark execute some longs on gold. Like this. This is a pretty decent bottom wick on this 30. I'm probably going to go... Let me see. You manage risk. Yeah, I'm getting long here on gold, guys.
Order filled.
Oh, I'm getting long here on gold. I want to see this. I want to see this 30 flip bullish and continue pushing up. I will manage very aggressively. I want to see this level held. I'll manage probably down here. My entry on the futures is around 75.4. Let me get down on top step as well. I'm on the currency chart. It's more of an aggressive entry. You could even just wait for it to flip, but I think this is a pretty nice level to execute off. There we go, got on top step as well. Keep the hard stops below the lows. You want to see this 5. I want to see this 5 hold this level and flip bullish and create that top wick on that 30. And as soon as you do, great, I'll manage risk straight away. Because I was late to the futures party on top step, my entry's at 75.2. On top step, on personal, 75.4. Wait, what? Yeah, I'm in buy, yeah. I was in profit and show me there's not loss there. If the 5 closes back below this level, we'll just look to get out straight away. But even if you manage below here, you're risking like 9 ticks. The ranges are quite tight here. But I want to see this level held. I want to see this 30 flip bullish. Because look at this 30. You came down, you grabbed the lows, you're coming back down into this decent area. I want to see this 30 flip bullish and continue to drive. So you can even take it from here. If it doesn't work from here, wait for it to flip bullish. 5 minute closes back below this level. I'll look to get out straight away and wait for it to actually flip. I'm going to have a hard stop in below this low just to be safe, but I will manage before that. Let me just put that in. Just in case anything crazy happens. Just in case anything crazy happens. But if you close back below here, we'll get out straight away. And then we'll get back in if you reclose back above and fake out. Actually, no, I'm going to get out of this in a second. It's pushing down too much for me. Just pushing down too much. I want to see a quick rejection of this level, grab the lows and hold this and drive. I'm not a huge fan of this. My entry is around, yeah, it's around there. Right at that previous low. Trying to get that push up into there. Let's see, 1 minute we break back below this level, guys. That'll be my exit straight away. I won't let it come anywhere near a hard stop. I want to see this level held and flip bullish and drive. If we can't drive, well then there's no reason to hold. That's what I want to see. If we flip from here, great, hard stop will go in below this low in a second. I just want to see this candle actually close. See, these retest entries are scary, you know. These retest entries are scary. I like these retest entries. They can just give great opportunities though. I had no audio there, did I? Sorry guys, just saying hard stop's going in below the low there. I don't want to see that low broken. I want to see that low held. Let me do it on the personal as well. I want to see this because you just created that top wick on the 30, so I want to see that top wick created and I want to see it drive. I don't want to see that top wick created and just go sideways. So you'll be risking about 8 ticks here now. To be honest, if this 5 doesn't flip, I may look to get out here anyway. What is this copyright free music? Just get that off there. My entry on personal is much nicer. If this doesn't, we've got 6 seconds. 6 seconds on the personal. I'm about to get out here in a second. I can see if I can hold on the funded. That was a nice close. That was a nice close. I'm going break even on my personal. I just don't have the best entry. I have a better entry on the futures. Sorry, on top step. So on top step, I'm going to go to break even. My entry is at 75.2. I really want to see this 5 grab the lows and actually just drive. I'm skeptical that we're going to get stuck in a bit of a range. But we're in from that nice of an entry that if we can drive from here, great. If we can't, and we do re-break, maybe then 5 lows, we may get a better entry. Never seen this aggressive. Well, now this is something we tested last week on our Zooms in the community, is taking these 30-minute bottom wick entries. Because the 30 had literally no top wick. There was no top wick in that 30 at all. So you're going to create one at some point. So if you can just execute from a good level buying into that top wick, well then you can manage much, much nicer. I think I'm going to get taken out in personal. Let's have a look. I think you're going to re-grab them 5 lows, which if you do, I'll just get a better entry, it's fine.
Stop filled.
There they go. There you go. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out, guys. I'm out. I'm out at break even. Out at break even. I really thought we were going to drive there, and that was going to be a beautiful entry. I will look to... It's not invalid. I just want to see volume. Gold spreads are 12. Yeah, 1.2, man. 1.2. 1.2. That was looking like we were going to get a really nice flip. And if this candle had driven, it would have been a beautiful morning star there. If you guys got a better entry from like somewhere down here, don't close, just actually just go to break even. But yeah, these are these trades that we're trying to get better at, is taking them bottom wick entries. When you can get in from just such a nice level, rather than waiting for it to flip bullish. If it's an instant bottom wick, we'll just look to buy from there. You spiked into like 10 ticks pretty much instantly. Yeah, mine was minus 1. Minus 1. If you still come down to this low, that's fine. I still like buying from this area. But I'm out of break even on that one, guys. Break even for now. I will get back in if it becomes more valid. I really don't want us to get stuck in this. That's all. It's not invalid. I just want to see some volume. View at projection. Still trading below it actually, on the 5 minute anyway. Still trading back below it. 5 minute may have just got me. Yeah, I think you might flip from here. It may have just got us. That 5 minute created a pretty steep bottom. It may have just got us. If you guys got a better entry, you may have survived it. I didn't on either. But if I get a 5 minute breakout again, I will go back in because I still like upside. So a nice 5 minute closure, and I'll give it a second chance for sure. I still love these highs here. Let me just send that to Discord after. Oh man, Goldie did us dirty there. The reason I was so aggressive on the management is because we had that nice of an entry that you grab these lows that we spoke about. If we get rid of all this for a second, so come down, grab these lows. Usually when you grab these lows, you can just hold this and just little bottom wick and open and drive. But you already come down, you create a bottom wick and then the top wick and then the bottom wick. So I was like, well, if you're going to create the bottom wick and then the top wick, we should drive. If you then come all the way back down, you may just range. So we may get another chance here. Let's see this 5 close. Because you still got about 40 ticks into highs, which is still nice. That 30 is now flipping bullish pretty well, which is kind of what we've been talking about. Hourly, still looking pretty good. 15, also looking good. 5 minute, see if we can break out here. Strong level here. I want to see this breakout. Or maybe an instant bottom wick again, we can consider it. Even though these ranges are very small, it's kind of hard to trade in these ranges, but it also means that we can manage risk very well. Like risking off previous low, you're risking like maximum 20 ticks, which is great. 20 ticks to get about 40. I got break even, yeah, me too, man, me too. Nice 5 minute bottom. Oh, damn it. Nice 5 minute bottom right there. I do my finger always on that buy button. No, I didn't. Oh yeah. Oh, gold really just got us there. Gold did us dirty. You can still trade, yep, you can still trade. But I wouldn't. I'd wait till you get it, man. Wait till you get it. Because they need to process it and stuff, which is usually pretty quick, but I would just, yeah, I wouldn't touch it. I'm still in the trade, yeah, nice. If you're still in the trade, man, yeah, just go to break even. It's not worth securing anything yet, because I think you're going to see a much nicer drive higher. But if you're still in it, like if you got a better entry than me, yeah, just have stops to break even, you're chilling, man. Good job on holding it, man. Good job. My re-entry will be if you kind of just break out of this range. Even if we were still in this trade, I would be break even, because the second you come into this resistance, you could just fall back and start to go sideways. So I want to see this broken and drive. So just a break above, I guess, bottom wick, and you should be good. Even if, though, we were somehow still in it, risk off the table, because you could easily, you know, tap into this area and then just come down and just go sideways or come lower. So if you're still in this, you want to see this level broken, actually broken, close above, and then continue to push. So re-entry is if you break back above it, hold it again and drive. Exit if you break back below and go sideways. So even if we were in from the 30 flip instead, we would have been in from the 30 flip, would have been only -7, but also only be up 7 and be break even. Yeah, 10 in this range is not a bad idea, man. Not a bad idea. It's a very, very, very tough area. I think you'll at least, on the high time, probably be very surprised to not see it re-break them highs. Especially on the 15. Hourly could still give us a bottom wick though in the next hour. Almost, I believe. Sell candle will need little wicks. Yeah, good man. You get access to 30 and 15 second chart. I do, but I would not trade off it. Do I have it here? Yeah, I do. I wouldn't. I never would though. Even the 1 minute's a bit too much for me. Would have had a beautiful entry there, 16. This would be a area number 1 to watch, about 30 if you're still in it. Let's see if we get maybe a re-entry soon. 15's about to close nice and bullish here as well. I got that. 18 ticks. Yeah, amazing. If you're still in it, like there's no reason to not hold into here. I would take break even or these levels. It's gonna be very unlikely you to reject from here and push down. If you do reject from here, that's gonna bring in people who are gonna jump in short. Stops are gonna be above these highs. So in 15 seconds, if we can get a bottom wick, I'll look to give it another shot. Is it worth it though? 9 ticks, no, it's not worth it. Oh, that's really unfortunate. We got unlucky there on Goldie. We got unlucky. Name of the game. Name of the game. Because if you take buys now off this 15, which you can do, you can take buys right. You can take buys right here, but it's like into them highs. You got 8 ticks. If you can squeeze them, yeah, you do have 20, but managing at 8 ticks when you're gonna get the hourly close in 15 minutes. I wouldn't. Because with that close to the hourly now, yeah, like even if this hourly does break out, which I think it's going to, great. Remember, the next hourly is still going to come down, give us a bottom wick before then we can see that push. So rather than trying to chase it now, we may as well wait for that to happen. Yeah, this is solid area, yeah. Big area. 26.58, yeah, 58. That's why I'm so surprised that you never grabbed these highs in Asia. But that also means there's some beautiful liquidity up there. What did you hit on this trade? Hit around 24. Aaron Banks. Even if we took the 30 flip instead of what we normally do, we would have been hitting maybe, yeah, it's 18. We wouldn't have secured any. But like you guys saw us saying on Zoom last week, we want to get better at these bottom wick entries because you can manage risks so much better if you can get them 30-minute breakouts with targets with instant bottom wicks. Just need to work on how we can risk it, because I guess you pretty much could have held this trade until you break that level. As long as you don't break back below here, just hold the trade. If you break back below it, you can manage pretty well. You know, if you have an entry from here, even from the level, where you break it, you're going to be cutting your trade at like -5 ticks. Great, that's amazing. If you just mark execute buys off here, if it doesn't work, get out straight away. If it then recloses back above and you get involved in a fake out, that's fine, get back in. Right, yeah, nice. I think if we just sniped it from there, then this probably would have still got me. But if you had just held it until it breaks, even if you just held it from there, you would have got 26 ticks there. You'd easily be closing something. If we don't grab these highs and we do dip from here, that's fine. We're still going to be leaving beautiful targets to buy into in the next hour. So this is still good. $500 USD a day. Thank you. Amazing work, man. Amazing. Good job. Realize how incredible that actually is. May seem like numbers on a screen. $500 in one day before 8 AM London time is incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. Sometimes, you know, like sometimes when you're trading, like sometimes you can even make $200 in a day. And you're like, oh, it's not that much. But when you actually realize that's $200 from staring at a couple of candles on a screen, is incredibly powerful. That compounded over a long time consistently is fantastic. 2 AM here in the USA, it's a grind, man. Off to walk the dog. And a flat white, that's what we like to hear, man. Good, man. Enjoy. Enjoy, man. That's what it's all about. It's incredible, man. Big capitals, big money. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. $500 a day. You do that 2 to 3 times a week. You do it twice a week consistently. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. That's the thing. I said this in one of my reels. It's like, yeah, people, social media has put people into this way of thinking that no, you need to be making thousands every single month from trading. If you're not making thousands, you're doing something wrong. So nah, man, if you make 500 to an extra 1,000 a month as a start, that's incredible. Just slowly get trading to pay for something, even if it's just something like a car repayment or something. $300 a month, say if it pays for that, fantastic. Eventually that will lead into other things and compound over time. You know, the 10,000 months, 20,000 months, they will come, but don't rush it. Be happy with taking that slow step as well. Yeah, still in Barcelona, man. Yep, still in Barcelona. It's a bit of a, it's like all of a sudden the past day, all of a sudden got like cold. Yeah, trade with 10 lots. That's it, man. Trade with 10 lots. You know, say if you close day, like what's that, 2,000 in 10 minutes USD. Do I have Discord? Yeah, Discord links floating around somewhere mad. I don't really have a free group. This is more so, this is the free group for you guys. do I time my coffee time based around London time? Now when I'm back home I don't, but when I'm here, yeah, first thing in the morning, get the coffee and jump on with you guys. Extra 500 could help your mum with the groceries. Absolutely, man, absolutely. It's amazing. That's what it's all about, man. Using trading to create memories. We're just waiting for this hourly closer, guys. I'm still looking for trades. I'm just waiting for this hourly. Been trading for 5 years. Everything you said is on point. Thank you, man. It's good. 5 years is amazing, man. 5 years is amazing. You're catching up to me. 5 years is incredible. Most people have already quit by now, so 5 years still sticking around is incredible, man. Good work. Bought the JS Orcs monitors. Finally arrived yesterday. Yeah, nice. Yeah, they're amazing. That's what I'm using right now, man. They're amazing. I still have my other ones, but these ones are really good. I literally just have my TradingView charts split into two. So then I'll have on the top, I have copper, and on the bottom, I have gold. They're really nice, man. Really nice. Yeah, for sure, man. Reach out to me on, drop me a message on Instagram, man. Anytime. 105 accounts, incredible, man. Incredible. I'm about to quit. You can't quit. Once you start, there's no going back, man. There's no going back. I've tried to do it as well. When I first started trading, for like the first year, I quit for like 6 months or something. Nah, not even that long. Maybe like 4 months. No, when I finished university, I went to a 9-to-5 job, quit trading. I thought trading was a scam, and it will never leave your mind. I mean, don't quit, but sometimes a break's good. Sometimes a break's definitely good. You need a mental refresh in trading sometimes. Have a break, definitely. Like when I took a break and I thought I was quitting, it was probably the best thing I could have ever done. 10 months in trading, man, you got a long way to go. 10 months is very, very early days, man. Very early days. Very early days. I will be last minute next week, man, actually. I'll post about that in Discord after. Yeah, nice, yeah. Start training zone, yeah, it's amazing, man. Been training under 1 year, it's good. Yeah, that's why that book's so good once you've actually had struggles in trading. It's a nice 5-minute rejection here. I do like, if it wasn't the last 5 of the hourly, I would look for them buys. 16 ticks is a pretty nice rejection. You get a pretty valid stop as well. Starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's good, man. It's good. It's good. Just don't rush it. Don't force it. Just don't have expectations that you're going to become a full-time trader in a year. It's never going to happen. You can start making money in a year, absolutely, but it's going to come full-time. It's going to be your sole income. It's unlikely. It's possible. I'm sure people have done it, but just don't make it the goal. Don't put that pressure on yourself. This is a career that if you get good at, you can literally do this for the rest of your life. So why do you want to rush it and do it in 6 months like everyone? So everyone's like, no, I want to make 10 grand a month in a year's time. It's like, why? For me, when I started trading, I was like, man, if I could just make 1,000 a month, I would be very happy with that. Then over time, it just becomes more. And the past 2 months for me, almost 3 months have been back-to-back 10K months. But it's like that took 7 years to get to. And I never thought it was going to be possible. It just takes time. But like I said, when I first started trading, honestly, my goal was never like, oh, I'm sure maybe when I first started, my goal was like, oh, you know, I want to make 100,000 a month. I want to go buy all these clothes, Lamborghini, like all that absolute shit. And then once I forgot all about that, and I was like, no, I want to become a good trader. I just want to become a good trader. And I know if I become a good trader, the money will follow. So let me just get good at becoming the best trader I can possibly be. And then eventually that will lead into trading success. But just focus on becoming a good trader. And the money will follow. Don't focus on the money. The more you focus on the money, the more you're going to chase it, the more you're going to lose it. The more you chase, the more it will run. Just focus, you know, like I've said before, you know, all I would think about is, you know, like if I took this move here, I would have made this much money. But now to me, it's more satisfying being able to call a good move than saying I made this much money. It's more satisfying saying, great, I was able to call that we were going to grab these lows and have this nice push up. That to me is more satisfying than saying I made this much money. Yeah, I actually was seeing that one. It's actually really nice. I actually like that, man. That was really nice. I was watching that there on the 15. How many ticks? That was a really nice trade, man. Really nice trade. Into them highs. Yeah, 30 ticks. Huge. That was a really nice trade, man. I missed that. That was really nice. Was that when I was same time I was in gold, I think? Because that was really nice. Real nice. So what was it? Was it the same time? What was it? 7:30? Yeah, same time as I took gold. Yeah, again, copper. If we had taken that bottom wick entry on copper, we would have survived that. It would have been in from here. Would have had 30. Literally the exact same trade at the exact same time. Look how much actually would have survived that. Copper again. Goldie did us dirty again. Literally the exact same play, except on gold we couldn't drive. On copper you have. So that's a good trade, man. 10 months in, blowing full funded accounts. Seeing light at the end tunnel. That's good. So thank you, Aaron. Yeah, that's good, man. It's good. If it wasn't for you, I'd still be looking at ICT strategy. They're not my words. I didn't say that. Gabe said that, not me. But now blowing full funded accounts. Honestly, again, when you guys get your first funded account, in as much as you don't want to hear it, it's extremely unlikely that you're going to trade that first funded account consistently. You have to lose it. You have to feel that emotional pain. Like, these are things that you can't learn from a book. So to still stick at trading after blowing full funded accounts is amazing. I don't know anyone who's become a successful trader and not ever blown a funded account. At least once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, easy. Yeah, good job on that copper trade, Sean. That was a really nice trade, man. So much better than gold. And it was literally the exact same setup. It was that bottom wick on that 30 with clear targets. And you can kind of see on copper, he did actually grab the highs. Whereas gold hasn't yet. Again, this is why it's good that we look at copper more. I took my eye off that one for a second, but you can see you've grabbed the highs. Whereas on gold, you haven't. So on copper, you'd be out there for about 25 ticks. 25 ticks, 2 contracts, 12.50 per tick. It's a very nice trade. Literally like identical to gold, except copper just had the better drive. Caught 23, yeah, nice, nice. It's just on YouTube, man. Unfortunately, I can't share both. But when I'm back home, I'm probably gonna buy a webcam because it's pretty weird. You guys not having it on Zoom. Lost 3, but yeah, lost 3 in your first attempt and then gave it a second chance. That's what I'd be proud of, man. You gave it an initial shot, it didn't work, it came valid again, you got back in. That's amazing. That's more impressive than making 20 plus ticks. Yeah, juggling between two. No, it's good, man. It's good. I'd say tune in here, man. I think YouTube automatically put some sort of delay on it. I see claimed he turned 10k into $900 on purpose. Wait, what? Is that a joke? I can't tell. I don't know if that's a joke or not. I hope it's a joke. All right, hourly close here. Hourly close here on gold. Kind of tough. We've grabbed the lows, we've closed bullish. We've also grabbed, not these highs, but we have grabbed some highs held resistance. Unless we get a bottom wick back down to here, it's the only way I'll look for longs. It's kind of tough. So got 30 minute top wick and looking like we could pull back. Could I sell it? No. Triggered me into looking at copper. Honestly, just whilst gold was ripping all-time highs, it was very difficult to trade. And I actually saw someone on Top Step trading copper and looking at copper. And I had a little look at it. I was like, I can see things on that I see on gold. I was like, let me have a look into it more. And then just the past, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, we've just started to look into it more. We made a, why am I echoing? I was echoing there, sorry. And yeah, we just made a separate channel on Discord just to share findings on copper. And from what we've been seeing, yeah, it moves pretty much identical to the way we trade gold. And sometimes it can give cleaner opportunities, like again today, like again yesterday, like again on Monday. And it's something else that we can look at. You know, I said this on Top Step yesterday, when gold's ripping at all-time highs, it's okay now because you're creating more structure now. But when you're actually, you know, hitting these all-time highs areas, there's almost nothing you can do. You can't sell gold at all-time highs because that's just stupid trying to catch the call the tops. But you also can't buy at all-time highs because people taking profits. This could just reverse against you any time. So it's like I said, it's almost a double-edged sword. Whereas you take a look at copper, well, we're nowhere near all-time highs, so you've got much more structure to base trades off, and it follows the same entry rules, and it still moves at our times. And if not, moves bigger, to be honest. So, yeah. Originally seen sold on Top Step Trader, and then I just had a look for it. And it's just, yeah, I haven't taken a copper trade on my personal yet. Any copper trades we have taken has been on Top Step. But so far, so good. We had that copper trade on stream on Tuesday. We almost had one yesterday. And then there was a nice one there again today. I didn't catch that one, but Sean did in the community, which was literally our plan to a T. Literally exactly the same as the trade that we executed on gold. Except when we were buying gold, Sean was secretly buying copper and didn't tell us. So yeah, I don't know if that warrants timeout. I don't know, you guys let me know. Whilst we're struggling to buy gold, Sean's rubbing his hand loading up on copper. Yeah, I agree, man. It has been, yeah, it's been tough. I agree, man. I agree. I think it's leading up to NFP. It's been very tough, man. Yeah, I agree. He wants everything for himself. I know. I'm not sharing the love. I think we can get rid of this now. We're doing the same. Still in Vietnam. No, I'm in Barcelona, man. Discord's part of the community, man. I have a free Telegram group, where I'll post like updates and stuff like that. If you guys want to join it, it's just a little free channel. I don't even know how to copy it. It's also called 4x with Aaron. That should probably change. I've had that for a long time. I've had that for like 4 years, over 4 years. Thanks for the explanation. Yeah, of course, man. Of course. No worries. Let me run to the toilet, guys. We'll stay on for a bit longer here. We still could get some opportunities on gold. I just want to see more of a bottom wick down into here. If we can still hold this level that we faked out from, great, we could still get some buys into here. So we've got plenty of time here. Copper's dipping back down. I'll be back in about 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, big dip down, Goldie. Big dip down here. Again, we still haven't grabbed these highs, which is crazy. We're going to be leaving these a lot for NFP. So these buys you would have hit around 22. Runners would have got to hit a break even anyway. So are we now going to come? What was our original reason for wanting to go short again? 15 double bottom, wasn't it? I think it was it 5 minute double bottom? 5 minute double bottom. This is what this is what I'm expecting all the way until NFP over all big ranges. The fact that we still haven't grabbed these highs, it just means we're building up even more and more liquidity for NFP. Unless this wicks up and holds this level, great, still got longs. But we're right at resistance, we're right at support. Yeah, it's that 4 hour flipping bearish again, that's crazy. It was like flipping bullish, now it's flipping back bearish. Previous hourly did grab the lows and close bullish, so it's kind of hard to sell against that.
Yeah. Yeah. At 70, it's a zone, maybe.
I don't think you meant to have that. If you meant to have that open, Sean, you can unmute yourself. I don't know if you did, man. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll put more of a detailed one with charts together eventually. Yeah, more of like an actual playbook, I guess you could call it. Yeah, it's true, man. Yeah, we do also have that double bottom, definitely, man, definitely. I just kind of, I struggle to sell against that previous hourly. The way you grabbed lows and closed bullish, you faked out back above this level. The last time you broke back above this level, you do have good pushes. You broke above, you had a good push. Nah, it's all good, man. It's all good, Sean. It's all good, man. No worries. If anything, you know, in terms of trading, what we see, we've grabbed the lows and we've closed above this level. So, if anything, we should be looking to buy off this level. Trade what we see, not what we think. Kind of, you can kind of see it's almost a, again, it's almost a nice inverse head and shoulders. There's your left shoulder, there's your head, there's your right shoulder, there's your major neckline. So if you buy from here and you can break out, fantastic. This is actually, this would be a risky entry, but I mean, I'm not in it. I don't think I'm gonna take it here, it's too risky. But that is a nice riskier entry because you have clear targets. You've had an hourly liquidity grab. Yeah, maybe we could take the 15 flip. Or you might even be able to buy stop this current 5 and risk off like if you get back below that level. How's that 15 looking? Yeah, 15 is looking good. 15 is looking good. Next 15 may give more of a bottom wick. I do still really like these buys. There's just so many reasons to buy it. There's so many targets. Anyone who's selling gold here, stops are going to be above this high. And that's what we want to be buying up into. I'm not in this yet, guys. Let me move it out of the way. Just in case anyone starts full margin. I'll tell you guys when I go in. You'll hear when I go in. Let me keep that awful sound on saying order filled. Just so you guys can see. Gives me nightmares. Actually, we could even have a, we could actually have a buy on the flip of this 5. This 5 can flip bullish. Yeah, I'm gonna buy stop here on the flip of this 5. If this 5 body can flip bullish around 75.3, I'm gonna go long. 75.4, 75.4, 75.3, yeah, 75.3. I'll risk off no more than if you break back below this level. I want to see this drive from here. You can manage risk around like 13 ticks. To me, it's worth it. $75.3. If the 5 can't flip bullish, I'll wait for the 15 close. But if this 5 can flip bullish, we've come down, we've grabbed the lows, we've held support. I don't know why we wouldn't take that. The only reason we wouldn't is because we don't want to get stuck in a range. But if we do range,
Stop filled.
There you go, buy stop filled. So I'm in this one. If we do range, we can manage risk pretty quick. Like any closure back below here, we're risking like 13 ticks. There's just so many reasons to see these highs being grabbed here. Not the best fill there though. Not the best. Yeah, Owly looks great, man. Owly looks great. You grab the lows. As long as you hold this level. My only thing is, and this is why I'll manage aggressively, is we are just in a bit of an annoying range. Let's see. 15. No, I don't really like that 15 close. Let me see. If this 5 doesn't drive out, I may look to get out. I don't like to look at that 15. We just have volume. We need that volume. Where's that volume, Cody? My entry is at 75.3 on the personal here. On the my top step 75.4. Cool. Give us a nice push into that 15 close. Currently hovering around just under break even here. There's just so many reasons to see gold rip these highs. If this was normal times, we'd push. Copper's having a big dip down here. If we don't drive here, guys, I'll get out of this straight away. Let me see. We don't. have the volume. Nah, I'm gonna get out there. Wait, no, let me see. Nah, I'm out there, guys. I don't like that. I'm closing. I've closed. I do not like that at all, especially with the way. Oh, fucking again.
Order filled.
Especially the way we weren't driving and having a big dip on copper. If this was gonna flip bullish and drive, sorry, wrong chart. If this was gonna flip bullish and drive, we would have done it already. You know, this is a beautiful grab of the lows. We broke back above this level. If we were gonna drive, we would have driven already. The fact that we're not driving, there's no point just holding this trade open. I'd rather just cut it and wait. So, what did I cut that there on personal? Cut that there on personal at minus 240. On top step, minus 220. Look at that big gap down there as well. I don't like that. I don't like that. It was looking like we're going to get a really nice drive. 15 just closed back below the level. Nah, I think that was a good exit. If this 5 had flipped, we could have had a great drive. But the fact that we're not driving, you grab the highs. I don't like the range. I'm happy to cut that and wait. If we get back above it, I'll give it another chance. You know, we cut that at minus 7 ticks or something. We've got plenty of opportunity to give it another shot, but right now, nah, no reason to hold. And there you go. Would be almost at full stop there as well. Gap down there on gold is very surprising. You don't see that very often. So cut that at minus about 7 ticks, would have hit full like minus 20. So I'm pretty happy with that. Copper having a big dip down here as well. If we get back below these areas, you know, could potentially look for shorts. Let me say that for Discord. No more buys until we get back above this level. We get back above that, cool, we got longs. But look at this hourly. Grabbed the lows, closed bullish, held the highs, straight back down. Straight back down. Daily bias is bearish, maybe for you, not for me, it's not. My daily bias is absolutely not bearish. Let me see, 4 hour coming down. Hourly. Yeah, if you re-break these hourly lows, you could pull back more into these areas. I think it's ready for me, yeah. I'm happy with that though. Minus 7 is good. The fact that if we didn't cut it there, you know, it'd be like minus 30, which is crazy. Copper having a... See, copper had again, made more sense to see copper dip down. Look at that on copper. Because you came up, you grabbed the highs, and then you dipped. Whereas gold, you didn't. Which is pretty interesting. Again, copper had nicer buy opportunities there. It also had nicer sell opportunities because you were at the highs, whereas gold hasn't grabbed anything. And now we're right back down. Right back down. Do I use MACD? Nah, all you see me use here is all I use, man. Don't use MACD. Great short NQ. Let's have a look, man. Oh yeah, look at that. Everything's dipping off here today. Again, you know, like I don't trade this, but again, it was cleaner than gold. Why? Because you come up and you liquidate the highs, and now you're selling off. Whereas you look at gold. If gold had ripped these highs before this move down, I never would have bought here. But you didn't grab anything. You did grab these highs, but you didn't grab these highs. So that's why I was looking to buy up into that. Again, that's why copper's absolutely... How many ticks is that on copper in that 1 5 minute? 46 ticks, that's crazy. Copper, look at that. Big. Look at that. Copper's getting hit hard here. Big sell-off. Hourly on copper, look at that. Huge push. Could we be coming back for these lows that we spoke about at the start of the week? FW trading session in Bangkok. Let's have a look, man. Nice. Good shit, man. Good shit. I like it. Yeah, maybe, Danny. Yeah, I was just thinking that as well, man. Yeah, that would be very interesting to keep an eye on. Like maybe if copper's grabbed the highs, gold doesn't need to. I mean, gold will always still grab these highs at some point, but from an intraday perspective, yeah, maybe, man, maybe. We should definitely keep an eye on that. What do you want to see now? If we want to see a 30 close, if we're going to short gold. The thing is, if I'm going to short gold, I just have nowhere to sell it into. That's the only thing. Because you sell gold today. Remember, you're selling gold right at major 4-hour support. Major 4-hour level with so much liquidity above. You could tap into this level and just start rejecting and pushing up at any point. So trying to sell here, it doesn't really make much sense. And there's that lovely that we spoke about yesterday, that lovely inverse left shoulder head, right shoulder that we just couldn't drive off. But we got out of that trade pretty quick and pretty well by the looks of it. It would have been dipping down a lot more. Man from yesterday is back to get his gold signals. He just shows up after we've taken a loss though. So we got a break even there. We got a break even that would have hit over 20. And then the second trade -7 is pretty typical. But the best thing you can do is there, and that's like that's what you guys want to get good at is knowing when to cut your trades. Like where did we get? We got in from here. Hard stop was down there, looking for this nice play up into these highs. But as soon as this creates the top wick and doesn't drive and comes back down, and looking like you're gonna get blow, just get out straight away. If you were gonna drive after this grabs the lows and closes bullish, you would do it pretty quick. As soon as you don't drive, well then that's probably not a true liquidity grab. And you could easily just come back lower. So just cut out your trade straight away. You don't need to let that hit like -20 plus ticks. If you were going to drive, you were going to drive. So get out of it as soon as it doesn't. Around like -8 ticks. And you've just saved yourself, you know, like another 12 on the day that you still have to now play around with. Or if you didn't have a stop loss at all and you just keep holding this because you got pure FOMO, then that's how you blow your account and blow up mentally. So understand when your good trades work and when your bad trades don't, and recognize it as quick as you can. And that's all you can do in trading. You can execute, follow your plan, and manage risk. But yeah, for me here on gold, I won't be selling gold here, guys. I will not be selling gold here. It's too big of a level. If anything, I still like buys if you get back above this level. I'd have to see it get back above there. Get back above there, could have some buys. Until then, I'm happy to sit on my hands for a little bit. Yeah, VWAP's been very strong today, man. Yeah, you kind of had a little 5-minute fake out of it as well. It's very strong, very strong. Which is interesting, because I don't watch it very often, but it's nice to when I look back at like this. I'm like, yeah, it actually got held very well. Got held very well. So minus 270 for me today on top step, minus about 240 on the personal. 2 contracts on each. There's actually about maybe minus 10 ticks on that. I closed the futures, closed the top step for personal. Probably not the smartest decision. Fees and commission as well, 24. Why is that so much? Yeah, just grab that little double bottom, yeah. Nah, I use NinjaTrader, man. I use NinjaTrader, but I use the web platform, which is basically the same as TraderVate. I've had too many issues on TraderVate before. Not often, but I mean, NinjaTrader owns TraderVate, so why not just trade on TraderVate? And you can Ninja, and you can still use the same web platform, which is what I used to use for TraderVate anyway. What time is it? 8:23. 8:23. Yeah, that VWAP's on the Top Step X platform, man. Yep, this is the Top Step X platform, man. So if we want some re-entries on these, like I say, gold I will not be selling. Copper maybe. I don't think so off that big dip. It's not just going to continue ripping like that, is it? The whole reason I'm not selling gold is because, like I say, you're at that major 4 hour support. You sell gold, it can go against you at any point. At any point in this area, this trade can go against you. There's more reasons to go up than down for me here on gold. More reasons to probably just range, to be honest. And if you're going to have an overall range day, well, here's the lows of your range. Here's the highs of your range. And this is you know, it's been held as a very, very strong level. Look at that, big resistance broke above support, broke it, resistance, big dip, broke above support, broke below, resistance. So could you just bounce off these lows and just continue to create one big massive range? Probably, to be honest, especially if NFP tomorrow. I wouldn't FOMO into anything here. I certainly wouldn't chase sells. Don't chase sells, guys. Chase sells, like I say, second you come into this support, instantly go against you. I'm just so surprised that we never grabbed these highs here before this dip down. Was that yesterday? No, today the close. That's kind of thing. You're gonna go get close once you get close to that NFP. But if you do keep leaving these highs, like I say, NFP should be in for some decent pushes on gold. Patience pays, absolutely, man, absolutely. I wouldn't buy copper. You buy copper, you're fighting the markets. Copper's pushing down. If anything, wait for it to break out and go short. You buy copper, you're trying to trade what you think, not what you see. Because you came up, you did what gold didn't do. You came up, you grabbed these highs, and then had this nice sell-off. So if anything, if you do break out, maybe top wick, and you can pull back copper into these areas, if you really want. But I certainly wouldn't be buying it. I certainly wouldn't be buying it personally. Don't fight the markets. Last thing, we took -8 ticks there. You make that back in a couple of seconds when you get a good setup. This doesn't have to be right away. CL short opportunity. Let's have a look, man. Let's have a look. Can have a look at oil. Can definitely have a look at oil. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, I already like that. What's this? 4 hour. Grabbing the 4 hour highs. Haven't grabbed any lows. You got $17 back below there as well. Daily. Grab the highs, close bear. Yeah, I actually like that. That's way nicer than gold. I'd say if you can get back below here, yeah, pullbacks. I think that looks really nice, man. That's a good spot, especially after that daily came up and ripped these highs. Again, you get back below here on the hourly, only because the previous hourly did grab the lows and close bullish. I probably want to see maybe a 30 closure back below here. Yeah, pullbacks on oil looks nice, man. I like that setup. That's a nice trade. I like that a lot. Yeah, it took the highs last week. Yeah, and it's in a pretty decent area. But I mean, so yeah, $70 is huge. $70 is huge. You kind of see you did close right at it yesterday, but also where are you kind of holding? You're holding what, 72s as well. 72, grabbing the daily highs as well, so you've had enough liquidity grabs. Even if you were just to pull back down into what, 69-ish, I think that would be nice. It's more weekly, but it doesn't really matter. So you kind of start between that 72 and 70. But that way that daily closed yesterday, yeah, coming on today on oil, you'd be definitely looking for this to look maybe a little bit more of a top wick and to pull back. But overall, yeah, I like that. If you close back below, kind of see how corrected this move up. You grab the highs, close bearish. I like that, man. I like that. I like that. Goldie's still having a big dip here. been watching for a while and have learned a lot. Started to put a few dollars in the account. Thanks for streaming every day. That's awesome to hear, man. I appreciate you tuning in. Glad to hear you've learned a lot from a free stream as well, man. It's awesome. You guys see the wins, the losses, you guys see everything. What was I just looking at? What time is it? Half 8 London time. Yep, there'll be no streams tomorrow, unfortunately, guys, with NFP. I don't recommend you guys trade it. Or at least don't trade leading up to it anyway. Last thing you want to do is... what I used to do with NFP weeks a lot, right? NFP week, when it gets to Wednesday, I'm not going to trade. Thursday, Friday, I'm still sat here trading. Take the losses, and then be like, fuck, I knew I shouldn't have done that. So now I'm just like, nah, I don't care. just treat it as a long weekend. Oh, that's nice. That's a big push there on Goldie. Big push. Again, if we had a top wick, because you have broken back below here. If you had a top wick into here, then you could look for sells. Selling it here? No. Not for me, not for me. I'm looking at some houses instead. Whilst we wait for Goldie and copper. But again, it's so crazy to see how nice the copper was today. Ooh, that's nice. Looking for buys. Take a look at the 30-minute. On what, man? On gold? If you mean gold, I am on gold on the 30. Maybe. I mean, would I take buys here? No, I wouldn't take buys here. Why would you take buys off a 73 tick bearish push, even if gold's going to hold this support and push up? Well, it's not just going to rip out of nowhere. It's going to create a range. It's going to break back above, and then cool. Then you can go longs. So for me on gold, this is just for me personally. You can do however you want to trade. For me personally, I want to see price get back above here, hold it, and then push. Otherwise, you could just pull back and just keep pushing down. Then you look back at your trade and you go, why the hell did I buy when we clearly broke below a very nice level? It's just something I would do a lot. Try and buy before it's broken back above, thinking that the markets are just going to move so fast without me. But it's like, well, even if you do break back above these levels, well, it still gives you opportunity, and then you push. Breaks above, gives you opportunity, and then you try and push. It's never just going to tap this level and just do this, right? So rather than trying to fight this, it's okay to think that you might go up, but I like to let the market show me that what I'm thinking is correct. Break back to the upside, and then cool. Then I'll go long. That's just for me personally. Well, at least after this big push down, you're probably going to do this for a while. Create a little bit of range, maybe come down, grab the lows, and then and then you can potentially see the breakout. Or if anything, just wait to see the hourly close. Remember, the hourly hasn't closed below yet. See if the hourly wicks back above like these areas, then cool, the next hour, then you're going to get some nice longs. BTC dropping. Oh, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Bitcoin dropping. How did Bitcoin close yesterday? Back down at the 60s. After grabbing the highs at the 65s. I don't trade Bitcoin, but does it move with NFP? I assume it probably does. Someone probably knows better than me. Where are we? Friday, yeah. Yeah, it does, yeah. It does. Bitcoin overall, to be honest, man, looks nice to continue pushing up. Even from where you're at right now, maybe to retrace into that 65 looks pretty nice. But overall, to me, this has printed some pretty nice reversal signs on the higher time frame. Unless, you know, if you close back below 60s, then you could maybe retest the 55s. But I would cross that bridge when you get to it. As long as it stands, you know, you've had a really nice breakout, you're coming back. That's on a high time. I never really intraday traded it to know how it moves on an intraday basis, but overall, on a higher time frame, yeah, Bitcoin looks good to me to continue having a decent push. I don't hold any personally. What's Goldie up to? Favorite setup on gold? Liquidity grabs, breakouts, and clear targets, man. I did a whole video on it actually. These are the trades that we take every day. Let me show you, man. This is what I want. This is the 3 rules that I want every single one of my trades to have. I'll send it to you guys. You guys can go and watch it after. Very valuable. Every single trade that I take must have these exact rules, which we did have today. We definitely had today. We had liquidity grabs, we had volume, and we had targets. Same as the trade that we took on copper, same as the trade we took on gold last week on Friday. All has to follow these exact rules. If you follow them rules, I have to execute. Even though we took that 7-tick loss today on gold, I'm more happy with that loss than if it had ripped TP and I just hesitated. Because you had clear targets, you had liquidity grab here and volume, you had another liquidity grab here, and a push. I would take that setup every day. Well, not if I knew it was that outcome, but other than that outcome, yeah, I'd take that setup every day. The biggest thing for me though is having targets. That's the biggest thing for me. Every trade that I'm taking, I have to have targets of knowing where I'm trading into. Like I like to trade into the liquidity grabs. If I don't have anything to trade into, then I don't really have a trade. Knowing where gold needs to grab is like 80% of the hard work done. And then the other 20% or so is actually just executing with a good entry and a good stop loss. But if you can get good at calling the direction well on gold, that's the hard part. That's the good part. Nah, I don't trade GJ, but I mean, if it's something you want to have a look at, I can have a look at it, but I don't trade it personally, man. Let me get rid of these levels. We're nowhere near these anymore. Let's clean these up a bit. What time is it? 38. I'll give it a little bit longer. I don't see too much just yet though. I have VWAP on my chart, but do I actively use it every day? Not really, man. No, not really. I like to have it there to look at. That's a nice level actually. 2650. That's that big daily level. 2650, yeah, huge level, huge level, huge level. Good night. I see you. Good night. Big W. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. See you next time, man. Love your work, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Why don't you risk more dollars on your trades? Jesus, please don't risk thousands. I just don't have thousands to risk yet. I'm pretty comfortable risking, I don't know, 500 to 1,000, 2,000 per trade. That's pretty good enough for me. I'm pretty happy with that. It also more so just takes, like if I was to risk like 10,000 in a trade, I mean, I could. It's more so I'm just not mentally there yet. And I'm okay with not being mentally there yet. I will get there. I'll definitely mentally get there. But it's more of a mental barrier. Like right now, I could lose 2,000-3,000 in a trade and be mentally I won't really care. If I was to lose 10,000 in a trade, mentally it's going to affect me. I'm just not quite at that risk level yet. But eventually, I would love to be able to think I can get to a point where I can risk like 10,000 a trade and it not affect me. It just takes time. You just have to you got to work your way up to them numbers. You know, you start trading one contract, you trade 5 contracts, you trade 10. Like it just takes time. You know, some people out there trading like 50 to 100 contracts, which is just absolutely insane. But it just doesn't happen overnight. It's just a level you got to get to. But at the same time, you know, I trade. Where's my personal? I trade like what 2 to 3 contracts on personal. Do like 10k months, and I'm pretty happy with that. Obviously, I'd love that to eventually be 100k a month, which I'm sure eventually, hopefully, it will be. I'm just not ready to psychologically do that yet. Yeah, 100 lot, take a trade a month, imagine. Literally. 100 lot. What's that, 10 ticks, what, 10,000? Fucking absolutely ridiculous. I have switched to a tick profit and loss before, but my mind automatically just relates it to dollars straight away. So I'd rather just get good at seeing the numbers and becoming numb to it over time. You can put it in ticks, but even if you put it in ticks, you trade 1 contract, you trade 10, you automatically add an extra 0 on the end to the dollar amount anyway. So I'd rather just see the numbers and get pretty numb to it. But to be honest, that's also why I don't execute on TradingView. You know, I like to have it separate. So I don't like to see my actual execution screen on the same screen I'm doing my analysis on. I like to keep it proper and really neutral. Look at this dip on gold. I don't see a reason why there was to short this. This is a big push here. But yeah, I think it's just good. It's just something that comes with time. You just eventually get numb to the numbers. Like I say, when I first started trading, if I was to lose like £50, I would have been absolutely devastated. Well, my commissions are like £50 now. Start trading was about 22, 23. I'm currently 29 years old, almost 30, which is an absolute horrible thing to say. I love this guy. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. $15-minute. Let's have a look, man. Come down right here, or like so many trend lines coming down in gold. I think NFP's gonna have some big moves. Dip down that low, that'd be crazy. Would be, yeah, that'd be huge, man. That'd be huge. Come down, revisit them lows again. To be honest, if you break below here, yeah, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me, man. Really wouldn't surprise me. Age is knowledge, absolutely, man. If I started when I was younger, I don't think I'd have taken it serious anyway. A certain percent you keep from your winnings or your personal every month. Yeah, I mean, I try and take out as minimal as I can. Last month was a rare occasion. Well, let's see if I can show you guys. I already did, but I'll see if I can. Let's see if I can show you. 21 years. Yeah, 21's a great age to get into it, man. Just don't let it consume your life like I did. Because you go in some dark places from trading not many people talk about. That's why if I start too young, I would have mentally blown up by now. There's that sound we all love. Let's have a look. Let me see if I can show you. How do I show you? Where are we? Okay, I'm not sure it's probably. Oh, I'm breaking everything here now. But that was probably the biggest payout I've had in a while. I've taken out 20,000 from the personal to come to Europe on my live blueberry. But other than that rare occasion, I honestly try and withdraw as minimal as possible. But it's also good to withdraw sometimes just to, like, even if you have other sources of incomes, other means of income, even if you have a job like that pays for your lifestyle, you don't even need to take payouts every month. It's still good to do it mentally, because otherwise, like I say, it just becomes a numbers game on a screen and you just mentally blow up. So sometimes it's always good just to take something out. Otherwise, like I said, if I make $1,000 today and you keep doing that consistently, it's like it just becomes a game, and then you eventually just you blow up mentally. And that's when most people do blow up, like blow up a couple of months worth of good gains in one trade, just because it just becomes like a numbers game. It just becomes like just a game. You don't actually take it real. Yeah, if gold was to fake out on the hourly, I would. Yeah, definitely. I would need to see it close on the hourly, because this is also, like I say, this is a very, very strong level. But even if we're going to break this level, you know, even if gold's going to close back below here, you could still pull up quite a lot first. I don't think it's going to be a plain sailing move that you're just going to break this and just rip. Even if you are going to break it, you'd reject from it, maybe build up some liquidity, create a bit of a range for a while, and then you may break it later on. Carson, yeah, literally, man. So true. Right, that's the close friend who is into front to said. Wish you was here trading me. Sorry, man, I thought you meant my trading. That's sad, man. I'm trying to drive it down, that's sad, man. Hey, you're trading for him, man. You're trading for him. I'm sure he'd be very proud, man. He'd be very proud. Get out of a drawdown period? Well, I mean, it depends if it's a drawdown period or... I'm not saying you are. Is it a drawdown period, or are you just not yet quite consistent? You just keep doing challenges? I mean that in the nicest way possible. I'm not saying that you're not consistent. I'm just saying, like, most people think they're in a drawdown period, yet they're just always in a drawdown period because they haven't really refined the plan well enough. If you're just in it, I mean, like, professional traders who do have drawdown periods, they don't think like, can you help me get out of this? It's just part of trading. As long as you know that you're consistent long term, drawdown periods are just part of trading. As long as you have a consistently profitable plan, it's just part of trading. So don't change anything. If you start changing something, well, then you're not really too confident in your strategy enough yet. Therefore, you probably need to build more data on it first before you keep losing money. So if you're just don't if your plan works over a long period of time, don't trade it just because you're in a drawdown period. Just keep executing the same way. Don't let emotions get in the way, man. But obviously make sure that what you're doing is consistently profitable in the first place. And if it is fantastic, just keep doing what you're doing. Or take a step back and reevaluate if it's something you're doing mentally, or it's something that is just maybe just the charts aren't that good right now, which if that's the case, that's fine. But if you look back and you're like, damn, I think I'm making some emotional decisions, be happy with taking a step back, man. Charts are going nowhere. Very good trade 24. Wait, over times. Yeah, that's incredible, man. I'd be very proud, man. Very, very proud. Trying to understand how you place your levels. I just couldn't. Like, I mean, I just try and go through as many wicks and as little bodies as I can. Like, if I was just to delete everything on gold here, and I'd be saying, cool, if I want longs on gold, I want to find a resistance level that I want price to get back above before I can go long. So when I use my cursor, I'm looking this way and working my way this way. I'm not looking here. I'm looking here. I'm like, cool, these wicks tell me something. These wicks tell me something. Let me just put this on for a second. How does that look? Let me just make this. Let me make this a bit bolder. Where are we? Make this bolder. There we go. So these wicks tell me something. Cool. Let me look left. Does this level make sense? Broke above support? Yeah, cool. Definitely does. Broke below, broke above, big fake out. Broke above resistance. Yeah, cool. This level makes sense. I like this level. So if I want longs on gold, cool. I'd like to see price get back above there, confirm that longs are correct, and then I can look to take it. For the downside, I'll be looking at all these wicks. I'm trying to include as many of these as I can. If I want to go short on gold, well, do I want to be selling at support? Of course not. I'd like to see price break this level, then I can consider shorts. So all I'm really looking at is pretty simple. I'm just looking at wicks. I'm trying to cut through as many wicks and little bodies as I can. But with where you're at right now, it's not as simple as drawing like a little one line. It's more of like, this right now is a big area. Like, it's a huge area. Huge area. And it's looking like we're going to break it, to be honest, which is crazy, but it's looking like we're going to. Do you stream on TikTok? Nah, I don't stream on TikTok, man. I didn't even know you could stream on TikTok. Where are you from? The UK? I'm from a place called Jersey, man. Little island called Jersey. I haven't lived there in a while, but that's where I'm originally from, man. Because you need to look at this gold on this daily. Oh, look how horrible this daily is. You broke below 2650. You broke back above 2650. You held 2650 as support. Now you're coming back down. If this is an NFP week, I don't know what it is. But I mean, if the 4 hour does break below, you know, all of this level, great. Maybe you can short the next 4 hour. But selling it now, yeah, like I say, I personally don't like to. Yeah, weekly is huge as well. Yeah, it's having a strong rejection. Stuck in between last week's high and low though, and last month was pretty bullish. No bottom wick on this monthly though. That's pretty crazy. Come down and create a bottom wick on the monthly. That's the thing. I like overall sells on gold. I like overall pullbacks, but not before NFP. Personally, I like all these highs to be ripped before NFP, and then potential shorts next week. Yeah, I've never tried it, man. I've never tried that, even though you could, yeah. Well, it doesn't matter what account size you have, man. Depending on how much percent you should make per year, the account size doesn't dictate that. If you can outbeat what the markets do on average, which is around, I'd say 10%, you're doing better than the markets. You're doing something right. Not every year you're going to do that. Some years you will, some years you won't. But on average, if you can, fantastic. Binary trading, I have heard of it, but I'll be honest, man, I have absolutely no idea what it is. The only thing I've ever heard from binary trading is that it's somewhat a scam, but I honestly have no idea what it is, man. Copper's still, Copper's trying to push down. It's not pushing down as much as gold, though. I wish I could have seen a reason to have shorted this, but I really didn't. I'm trying to look back and think like, well, did I miss something here? But I honestly don't think so. We grabbed the lows, we closed bullish, we had upside targets. Other than that resistance, but would I just sell resistance? No. Not with that daily close yesterday. So seeing this push down here, I know some of you guys may have fear of missing. I personally don't. I honestly don't see why there was a reason to have shorted this. And that's okay. Like I said, you know, there's not every trade is going to be your trade. But I mean, if the 4 hour does break out, yeah, cool. Then I can trade it. Then if I don't short it after that, then I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, German PMI. Yep. Yeah. Should we do too much on gold? So I'll show you guys what we're kind of looking at for the rest of the day. It's honestly all going to depend on this hourly. You want to see this hourly close below here. And then this could become it's kind of hard to call this a liquidity level because this was a huge liquidity grab that fueled this move up. But if you come near it and start rejecting, then people might jump in longs, but their stops below here. So as long as you close below here, top wick on the next hour, you could short into that. I'll be honest, me personally, I'm not going to take that. I just struggle to short gold until that 4 hour closes. Personally, just me personally, I don't want to get stuck in a short trade at major 4 hour support. I personally would rather wait for that 4 hour to actually close below this level, and then maybe for the rest of the day closer to New York we can look at some more shorts. And for copper, what are we looking at for here on copper? Look at that 4 hour, huge. Rip the highs, breaking back below. I still think copper may be nicer because copper's about to break below this level. If copper does break back below there, now that you grab the highs, top wick on the next 4 hour on copper in 2 hours, and you can see some decent downside into here. And again, you're probably just going to range, same as gold, but this range is very much worthwhile. Why are you doing that? 100%. Even copper at the next hour. Yeah, next hour top wick, hold this level. And pullbacks on copper would be nicer than gold. You get copper back down into these areas. So yeah, you guys on Zoom, I'll let you guys go. I won't keep you too much longer. I don't personally see anything for the next hour, so I'm personally going to go take a break. I'm going to go get some steps in, go for a coffee, and then come back in about an hour and see how we close. And I'll update the trades we've taken today in Discord. Taking 2 trades today, and I'll update you guys and talk to you guys soon. I'll let you guys go. Let gold breathe for a little bit, and we'll jump on our pre-New York market call after as well. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, man. Yeah, no worries, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye. Alright, YouTube fam, I'm going to wrap up there. Goldie had a pretty big push down today. Again, I don't really see why there was any reason to have shorted that, not with the daily close and NFP, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, if the 4 hour breaks out in the next hour, cool, maybe then I'll sell it in the next 4 hours. But to be honest, even if I don't, I'm okay with not taking another trade today, or just, you know, maybe waiting closer to New York. And yeah, we do have NFP tomorrow, so I won't be on stream tomorrow, but we'll be back again next week, every single day. So I'll see you guys there. I appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Do not force the markets. Remember, NFP tomorrow. Some big news later on, but trade safe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.